She burst onto my lawn like a suburban storm. Clipboard raised like a battle axe. Screeching that my bird feeder was a biohazard threat to property values, right before dialing 911 and demanding SWAT haul me away for ecoterrorism. But as her smug grin faded into sheer panic, the arriving cop, my own daughter, flashed her badge, turning Karen's power play into the most deliciously ironic arrest the neighborhood had ever seen. In the manicured hell of Willow Creek Estates, where every lawn was a battlefield and every mailbox a potential war zone, I was the guy they whispered about. Alex Rivera. Retired engineer. Widower. And the supposed troublemaker who dared to install a solar panel without begging for permission. The rumors started small: he's turning his yard into a junk heap. Then they escalated. Courtesy of Karen Whitaker, HOA President Extraordinaire. She painted me as the neighborhood pariah, spreading lies at every board meeting that I was dodging fines, harboring pests, and single-handedly tanking home prices. I heard it all through the grapevine: neighbors avoiding eye contact, kids crossing the street like I was radioactive. But I kept my mouth shut, watching her from my porch swing, noting every petty power grab. Karen ruled with a velvet glove over an iron fist, her emails dripping with fake politeness. Dear Mr. Rivera, in the spirit of community harmony, please remove that unsightly garden gnome or face a $500 fine. Best regards, Karen. Yeah. Best regards from the Queen of Control Freaks. She wasn't just enforcing rules, she was addicted to the thrill of making people squirm, all while hiding behind standards that changed with her mood. Me? I bided my time, documenting every violation notice, every whispered smear. Because I knew her type: polished on the outside, rotting with insecurity inside. And when I finally decided to sell and escape this gated gulag, I did it quietly, with a realtor who specialized in HOA exits. No fanfare, just a for sale sign that appeared overnight. That's when Karen's facade started cracking. The morning the moving truck backed into my driveway, the air felt thicker than usual, like the suburb was holding its breath. I'd packed the last box at dawn, my late wife's photo tucked safely on top, a reminder of why I was getting out: peace. Not this endless nitpicking nightmare. The solar panels? Sold with the house. The bird feeder? Coming with me. But Karen spotted the truck from her perch across the street, her curtains twitching like a predator's ears. She emerged in her signature khakis and pearls, striding over with that clipboard clutched like a shield. Alex, she cooed, her voice all honeyed venom. You can't just up and leave without board approval. Section 7.2 clearly states all relocations must be vetted to ensure community stability. I paused, mid-lift of a lamp, and met her eyes. Karen, this is my property. Free and clear. No HOA covenant chains me here. Her smile faltered, lips pursing like she'd sucked a lemon. Oh. But it does. You've got outstanding fines, $200-300 for that eyesore feeder attracting vermin. And rumors are you're selling to flippers who'll ruin our aesthetic. We can't have that. Rumors, she started. Of course. Neighbors started peeking out, phones subtly raised. One murmured to another, "Here we go again." I set the lamp down gently. Those fines? My lawyer debunked them months ago. Fabricated nonsense. Karen's cheeks flushed, but she recovered with a theatrical sigh. Alex, think of the children. Your hobbies are lowering values. I'm just protecting our little slice of paradise. Paradise? More like a prison with picket fences. She flipped through her binder, quoting bylaws like scripture. Failure to comply could lead to liens. Foreclosure even. I chuckled softly, which only fueled her. Laugh all you want, but I'll make sure you regret this. That's when she pulled out her phone, fingers jabbing the screen. I'm notifying the board, and if needed, authorities. The movers exchanged glances. One whispering, "Boss, is this gonna be a problem?" I shook my head. Nah. Just neighborhood theater. But inside, I seethed at her audacity. Her need to weaponize every disagreement. Little did she know, I'd already anticipated this tantrum. As the truck filled up, Karen escalated from passive-aggressive notes to full-on spectacle. She rallied a few loyalists, those spineless types who nodded along at meetings to avoid her wrath, forming a mini-mob on the sidewalk. "See this?" she announced, voice carrying like a megaphone. "Alex is abandoning his duties. Spreading chaos. He's been ignoring rules for years. And now he's fleeing like a coward." One neighbor, emboldened by her, chimed in, "Yeah. What about that feeder? Birds pooping everywhere, disgusting." I overheard the whispers turning uglier. "He's probably bankrupt from all those fines." Lies. All of it. I'd paid what was legit. Fought the rest in small claims. But Karen twisted facts like pretzels. I stayed calm. Loading boxes. But noted every face in the crowd. My phone was recording discreetly from my pocket. Karen paced, her pearls clacking. "You think you can mock our standards? This community thrives on order." Order meaning her whims, like banning holiday lights that weren't neutral-toned or fining a widow for a memorial bench. Hypocrite. When I ignored her, she snapped. "Fine. Ignore me. But you can't ignore the law." She dialed 911 right there, putting it on speaker for dramatic effect. "Yes. Emergency? This is Karen Whitaker, HOA president of Willow Creek. We have a hostile resident refusing compliance, potentially endangering public safety with unauthorized activity. He's aggressive. Filming without consent, send officers now." The dispatcher sounded skeptical. "Ma'am. Is there an actual threat?" Karen amped it up. "Absolutely. He's disrupting peace. Owes thousands. And might be vandalizing property on his way out." The crowd grew, kids on bikes stopped. Adults filmed openly. One brave soul muttered, "This is ridiculous." Karen shot them a glare, "Mind your own fines." I leaned against the truck, arms crossed. "Karen. You're embarrassing yourself." Her eyes narrowed. "No. You're the embarrassment. Wait till the cops drag you out." The siren wail started faint, growing louder. And Karen's smirk returned. Triumphant. She thought she'd won. But her overreach was about to backfire spectacularly. The patrol car pulled up with lights flashing, casting erratic shadows on the perfect lawns, turning the cul-de-sac into a crime scene farce. Karen rushed forward, waving her arms like she was directing traffic. "Officers! Over here! Arrest him, he's violating HOA mandates. Harassing the board. And fleeing debts." The door opened, and out stepped Officer Elena Rivera, my daughter. Badge gleaming. Face a mask of professional calm. Karen didn't recognize her at first. Too busy ranting. "See? He's got movers destroying the curb, another violation." Elena scanned the scene, her eyes locking on me with a subtle nod. The second officer, a grizzled vet named Ramirez, flanked her. "Ma'am. Step back. We'll assess." But Karen pressed on. shoving her binder at Elena. Proof. Bylaws. Fines, he's a menace. Elena took it, flipping pages with a raised eyebrow. HOA rules aren't enforceable by police. Ma'am. Karen's jaw dropped. What? But he's breaking the law. Ramirez approached me, ID and docs. Sir? I handed over the deed. Sale contract. Lawyer letters debunking fines. He reviewed them. All clear. Karen exploded, no. He's lying. Check the rumors, he's a squatter. Practically. Elena turned to her. Ma'am. False reports waste resources. And assaulting with lies? That's harassment. Karen's face went from red to purple. Assault? I'm the victim. That's when Elena's voice dropped, actually. Dad's the victim here. Karen froze, eyes widening in horror. Dad? You're his daughter? The crowd gasped, phones zoomed in. Karen stammered. This is nepotism. Conflict of interest. Elena's tone sharpened, mired with quiet fury. No. It's justice. You've been reported for stalking. Slander, multiple complaints. Karen lunged for her binder. But Ramirez blocked her. Ma'am. Calm down. She shrieked. You can't touch me, I'm president. In her frenzy, she shoved Elena, who deftly restrained her. You're under arrest for false reporting, assault on an officer, and disturbance. Cuffs clicked, Karen thrashed. Pearls flying. This is tyranny. I'll sue. The neighbors erupted in cheers. One yelling. Finally, Karen's empire crumbled in real time. Her smug authority exposed as pathetic delusion. As the patrol car drove off with Karen howling in the back, the neighborhood exhaled like it had been holding its breath for years. Elena gave me a quick hug post-shift. You okay? Dad? I nodded, pride swelling. Thanks to you. The fallout was swift and savage. Viral videos of Karen's meltdown, titled HOA Karen Calls Cops on Vet, Gets Owned by His Cop Daughter, racked up millions of views. Memes flooded forums, Karen's binder photoshopped as toilet paper. Her face on wanted posters for petty crimes against sanity. The HOA board imploded, members resigned en masse, fearing lawsuits. Petitions to dissolve it circulated. And within weeks, Willow Creek voted to gut the bylaws, turning standards into suggestions. State reps cited the case for reform bills, blasting abusive HOAs as suburban dictatorships. Karen faced charges. Her mugshot a grim punchline. Fines eating her savings. She lawyered up, spewing countersuits. But evidence buried her, recordings, witness statements. Her own binder turned Exhibit A. Neighbors who'd feared her now threw block parties without permits. Toasting freedom. I settled into my new home. A quiet ranch outside HOA reach. Planting whatever damn flowers I wanted. Elena visited often. Sharing war stories, we'd bonded over exposing tyrants. But the real win? Proving that patience and truth dismantle bullies. Karen thought rules made her God, turns out. Real law, and a little family backup, clips those wings. In the end, her downfall sparked change. Reminding everyone that community shouldn't mean control. Was Karen the real villain? Or just a product of a system that lets petty tyrants run wild, empowering HOAs to bully without consequence?